Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Vigilant Flame Interloper series. I see bunnies. Why were the next words that came to my mind, I see France? I mean, I know why. I know what the answer is. But why did my mind go there? I see bunny... I don't know. Okay, so... I picked the stalk and the cattail head, because we need both for now. And we're just going to make our way up this direction. We don't have long before we start freezing to death again. But the good news is, when we get to our next stop, we're going to have more food to munch on, so we can do some inventory management. And I've got my fingers crossed that there will be a sewing kit in the hut. I do have my fingers crossed for that. We'll have to see. And then we'll make our way back down through the zone and some of the other areas we haven't visited yet. There's a lot of inventory management that I need to do. I need to prepare some rose hips. I need to prepare some reishi mushrooms. I need to do stuff with the old man's beard that I've found. Lots of things I can do to chip away at my burden. Yeah, in much later playthroughs, you wouldn't need the kindling aspect, the kindling component of the cattail. I'm going wide because I want to make sure there's not a bear. So what you would do is you would pick one up and drop the other. It's a left click, right click, or right click, left click. But yeah, it's a left click, right click. All right, starting to get a little snow again, and hearing some atmospheric effects kick in. All right, I do see some. Ooh, hello. You know what those are? Those are things that I need, and there's not a bear around, so I'm going to grab those really fast. Those are saplings, and I've got a hacksaw. Yeah, bear's not around. Do I see a back... No, those are bones. The bones have a green tint. I always forget about that, and I think it's a backpack laying around. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm still nervous being near the bear cave. Like, running. Get away.
So cold.
Okay.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
Dude. Calm your tits. So...
I need to find food.
Are you... I am gonna slap you, dude. Seriously. Mark, we're gonna need to have a conversation after this episode. I'm being slightly careless with regard to my surroundings. By walking that far forward towards blind ledges in both directions, there could be a wolf or a bear nearby. I don't hear anything, though, and I don't hear bear crows, so I'm pretty confident a bear is not nearby, but just... I'm rushing it a little bit, I confess. Having fun, though. It's all good. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of food when we get to the top. So we'll have the opportunity to warm up, drink some water, regain some condition, maybe even get close to 75 or so. Let's hypothermia risk. Yeah, we're fine. It's at 9% right now. Just want to make sure it doesn't get much higher than that. Yeah, I'm going to try not to walk right up on a bear again either. That would be bad. If there's nothing at this campsite, I will investigate really quickly to see if there's anything to loot. The bear can hang out here, though, so I'm just... trying to be mindful of his territory. His or her. Could be a mama bear. I think I would prefer to piss off a papa bear, frankly. Mama bears especially when cubs are involved. Not a fun thing to think about. Alright, any other, like, backpacks laying around up here, maybe? Sometimes I feel like there's a backpack, too. I can't linger, though. I'm freezing. Right, so I'm gonna... I know there's a deer, too. I know, but I don't have time. There's no time at the moment. My condition's way too low and dropping. It's at 28%. And we're getting close. The cabin's right up there, but... I need to focus on picking these things. If you're new to the channel, you are witnessing a favorite channel pastime here. Cattails are the best thing in the world on high difficulty, and I spend a lot of time picking them, even when I don't need them, because I need them later. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, Hadrian, pick them off camera for God's sake!" And I'm like, "No, I'm gonna pick them on camera. I'll spend half an episode picking cattails." And making snarky comments at you the whole time. Nah, we're at the top. There's a bunny.
Stomach feels like an empty pit.
You're fine, man. Take a deep breath. You're about to have a feast of plant. And there's still probably more cat. Yeah, there's going to be more up that direction, so we're not even done. But that's enough for our initial feast. Let's pray that the place isn't burned out. Because if it is, we're in trouble. Well, not really. Oh crap, I didn't see the roof for a second, and I really was thinking it might be burned out. Alright, let's get the reishi mushrooms. And let's go inside. Hey, bunny. I'll get the rose hips, too. I'm carrying lots of rose hips. I'm decently encumbered now. We have lots of work to do. Please let there be a sewing kit in here. That would be... Can you imagine if there was a sewing kit in here? That would make my entire day. And I've had a good day so far. Took a picture this morning from the, watching the sunrise from the highest peak in Georgia. Neighboring state. Home state for a while. But yeah, check my, if you're watching this, check the Twitter, if you're watching this live, check the Twitter feed from yesterday, which would have been July... Or not July, June, I can't think of the date right now. Okay, there is definitely not. There's a locked locker, and there is not a sewing kit of any kind here. But it's warm in here, which is a step in the right direction. So let's go ahead and start munching on these. 150 calories each. Thank God they didn't patch that, right? No! Okay, well, I guess we did need to do that. That saves a little bit of weight. Alright, I'm going to probably munch all the way down to 20. There we go. The number didn't go down when I double-clicked the last one. Takes a second for it to go down. Or maybe I'll just munch down to... No, I'm going to go down to 20. We're doing well at filling the stomach up, and I'm going to have some stuff to do in a second. So I want to be nice and taken care of in the hunger department for a bit. I would love to not have to worry about that meter for a moment. Okay. And again, we're going to find more cattails up the river before we're done here. So we are not done harvesting all from this area. Now, let's see. We need to harvest those. Hypothermia risk is healed. Yeah, this is going to be good. We have the opportunity to rest in here and regain a lot of condition. All right, so taking those running shoes. I'm going to go ahead and... harvest. Well, do I need to harvest the cap? How heavy is the cap? The cap's not that heavy. So at this point, next order of business would be... actually, no. Let's see. I know how to play this game. There we go. Begin crafting. We're going to craft 2 Old Man's Beard wound dressings. And you never know, doing some of this stuff might actually increase my encumbrance, but I need to work through this stuff anyway. I need to have this stuff prepared, ready to cook if I have a fire, etc. You know, these are nature's ointments, basically. Old Man's Beard wound dressing is the natural antiseptic. Prepared reishi mushrooms are the natural antibiotic. And rose hips are the natural painkiller. If you don't have the bottled version of any of those. And especially once you run out of the bottled version of those, this is all you've got. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. We are doing lots of work that's passing plenty of time, and then we'll be ready to rest, and it might be dawn, and we'll have plenty of condition regained. I'm excited about this. Now, the rose hips in particular, I know these get lighter. They do. So I think we have just enough. Okay, there's that. Okay. All right, so we're going to sleep for all that time. It's not going to let us sleep that long, but it should let us sleep for most of the night. Yeah. And we recovered some condition. We're about to run out of water. Problematic. Yeah, there goes our water. Problematic. We need to get back over to the Quonset area before long. But yeah, I'm already... See, look at my food situation. That didn't take long to get bad. Let's eat 5 of these. Then I'm going to pass some time until there's some daylight. Hope there's not a storm. And we're going to head up towards the top of the zone. Praying for a sewing kit find this episode. And we'll make our way back down towards the Quonset area. And actually, we're going to most likely go back towards Desolation Point. As long as I feel like I'm adequately geared up and have supplies for it, we now have what we need to... We've got the hacksaw, we've got the heavy hammer. We're ready to go to town. So we're going to need to make knives and hatchets and such. So very lucky that we got that when we did. Let's... No, I'm not tired enough. Of course I'm not. So let's sleep or pass the time for 3 hours. We're going to see a little bit of daylight in just a second. Yeah, starting to see it. I don't hear any bad weather. That's encouraging. Let's step outside and see how things go. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Well, it's bloody cold, but we are going to move. Because it's actually not that far. It's really not that far to our next stop. So I'm actually going to backtrack for just a second. Oh, hey, cattail. Because there's one little area that I don't think I've fully checked. Sprint, 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 sprint. Can't afford to spend a lot of time backtracking. I'm also encumbered, so that's going to slow me down. Yep, see what I mean? If a blizzard starts right now... Yeah, it's negative 26. This is... I might consider going back inside for a second. I don't know. The problem is the thirst issue. That's going to kill us, so I can't afford really to go inside. We're just going to have to keep moving. Shelter will be available in a second. I do have the ability to light a fire, I know, so I can get more water soon. I don't have to wait to find a toilet. I'm a little spoiled because the last large quantities of water I've gotten have been from toilets. But we don't have to do that forever. Okay, more cattails. Bloody cold. At least we're sheltered from the wind at the moment, but we won't be for long because we're about to round this corner. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I know, dude. I really do sympathize. I want you to know that. I know I give you a lot of crap. I know we've had some difficult conversation in between episodes, but I understand you're cold. I do. I'd be cold too. Oh, man. All right, there's that.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Okay, moving as fast as I can. New waterfalls. You can see the graphics are a little bit different already, even from a distance. Oh, wait. Oh, man, there's a few. See, I like that I'm grabbing this many cattails. This is food, but at the same time, it's like, it's really cold, and every second counts right now. We are near the top of the zone, thankfully. So we're almost done here. Actually, my fire I could have up here, and I could use some of the wood I have to have it going in the tunnel and rest for a bit. Well, actually don't have a a bedroll yet, so I wouldn't be able to pass the time, unfortunately. Yeah, I've got to get inside. Fast. Either that or light a fire. How well rested am I?
Too cold to think.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the tunnel. And if it's warm enough that I think I can throw that cedar firewood on the fire, in addition to some of the sticks I've picked up, I'm gonna light a fire in the tunnel. Because that way I can get the water situation fixed up here. Or wait, there's actually a tunnel on the other end, isn't there, too? There's a place where I could take shelter up there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Never mind. We're going to risk staying outside for a minute longer. Forget everything I just said. Don't listen to me. I change my mind often. Veteran legionnaires are used to it. We're going to go this direction. Okay. Yep. Yep. Not far at all. This is actually one of the spawn points for Coastal Highway. You can start up here and you'll find yourself facing this direction. So if you've ever started in Coastal Highway and this looks familiar, it's for a reason. It should look familiar. For sure. Okay. There can be wolves up here, so pardon me while I peek. Yeah, we're good. Sometimes there's a body up here, but I don't... Oh, no, just kidding. There it is. And that is coal. I think I'll take it, because we're going to be using that soon. Body, what you got? Nothing? Useless. Useless in life, useless in death. That was mean. Alright, I'm going to step in here really quickly. Another
So
potential
hungry in my life.
sewing kit location. Definitely. I wish we could start a fire in here, but we can't. Those are driving gloves. That's, not that great. Summit Soda! Pinnacle Peaches! Yay! Okay. Tell you what, let me go ahead and eat those Pinnacle Peaches while I'm looking at them. Because that's actually water, too. And the soda. Those are blessings right there. That's called divine intervention on Hadrian's behalf. That's what that is. Otherwise known as happiness on a stick. So, what else? Nothing? Okay, keep moving. Nothing? Okay. Let's try the tunnel. Or maybe, does the nearby house... Wait a second, does the nearby house have a chimney? That could be even better.
Wait. I'm so cold.
That might be where I go, actually. Because if that house isn't burned out, that's going to be the spot. Is there any wood? No, there's no wood. Yeah, this feels like 5 degrees. We could probably light a fire here and get started, but if the house I'm thinking of has a chimney, even if it doesn't, we could potentially start a fire on the side of the house where the wind's not blowing and be okay. I don't want to get stuck in a blizzard. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's my primary concern. All right, we're going to step up here. And I think you can go... Oh, can't you? Seriously? Really? I thought you could go through there, but you can't. I could have sworn I've done that in the past. Maybe they closed that up. Oh, it's through here. Okay, never mind. I was partly right. Wolf? 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 No wolf. Okay, good. Alright, so the other house is not far. But we're cold. Down to 35% condition again. I've had a few people ask me in the comments on a couple different episodes, like, why do you let your condition get so low? Why don't you rest more to regain some condition and such? Interloper difficulty especially, but even not in Interloper, like, you've got to keep moving, especially in the early game when you're low on supplies. That is a wolf. Yeah, when you're in the early game and you don't have a lot to your name, you can't afford to stay still even if you're about to die. Like, you've got to really, one way I referred to it in response to one comment, this is a little bit loose usage of the terminology, was kinetics. Like, you just have to move. Like, on high difficulty, I have a lot of trouble with the idea of being sedentary and resting to regain condition in the very beginning, when you need to be finding your matches, when you need to be finding your heavy hammer, when you need to be finding clothing and things to keep you warmer, and food and water, like everything that needs to be harvested and discovered as soon as possible in the early game. Okay, I don't think there's a chimney. I was kind of skeptical, to tell you the truth, but at least we're going to have an interior environment and another possible sewing kit spawn. Also, here's some birch saplings, so I'm going to cut these down real quick. Hey, bunnies. Don't mind me, I'm just going to come get these rose hips. You can keep hopping. Hop all you want. Yeah, now we can light a fire here. It seems like the weather might be starting to get conducive to a fire, actually. Let's step inside really quickly and see if we can find anything otherwise useful. And then we're going to light a fire. Finally. Okay. Hey. Okay, so there's another recycled can. So we now have 3. Probably don't need to have 3 on me, I would imagine. I'll do some inventory management in just a second. Anything over here? Negative. Man. Not a lot of luck on the sewing kit factor. Does sewing kit spawn an interloper? Do you have to make fishing hooks? Did I forget? I feel like they spawn an interloper. Am I wrong? Do you have to make fishing hooks to repair your clothes?
This could be really useful.
It's entirely possible that you have to do that. I'll have to check that now. Now I'm curious. Did I just forget that sewing kits don't spawn? That's possible. Okay, really quickly. We did find some dog food, which is good. How are my meters are actually pretty good. Let's munch on 1 cattail stalk, and we need to start that fire. And one of the nice things about having the fire going is that it will reduce our burden a little bit, get rid of some of the wood we're lugging around. Alright, nothing in there, nothing in there. Alright, we're good. I'm annoyed that I don't have anything to prepare my clothing with, but okay, let's step outside. And I need to think slightly in terms of shelter from the wind.
If I don't warm up soon.
Dude, I'm on it. Chillax. I'm just trying to think in terms of a place that would provide me maximum angles. Maybe here? Maybe here. I don't love it, but you know what? We're not going to be here for long. We just need a fire for a second. So let's get some... Do I want to use the book? Do I need to use the book? I don't think I need to use the book. I've got lots of sticks. So cattail head, wood matches. Let's, and I have 1 accelerant. I'm not going to use that. Or am I? No, 60% chance. Let's do it. I will take a 60% chance.
Come on.
We're going to need to pour sticks onto this fire, though. We have some reclaimed wood, I think. We can always go inside and get a little bit more if we need to, but I don't think we will. I think the cedar firewood that we're saving in particular will heat this thing up. Also, fog tends to be warmer, I think. So, since it's foggy, the weather is going to be a little better.
It worked.
Good. Cedar firewood. Now, we also have 1 piece of coal. Once enough time has passed. Yeah, it needs to be 22 minutes. So, yeah, that's going to help us heat the fire as much as we need. So, let's see how much temperature we need. We're getting there. Okay, need to add more. I'm just going to add 5 straight up. And then we should see, there we go. All right, temperature getting better. So we have 2 hours, 5 minutes. I need to, wait, no, it's campcraft. Here we go. We have the cooking pot now too. I forgot about that. So you know what I can do? That's right, I remember now. The person saying that I could make twice the water, I forgot that I had the cooking pot, so they were totally right. Mubby. So, let's see, that's... How long is that going to take? 1 hour, 15 minutes? We don't have that long, actually. Let's just cook that much for now. And then that much. Got 1 hour, 58 minutes, and I can throw the coal on there, and we'll definitely have enough time to do more water, but I might save the one piece of coal. See if I can get away with saving it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drink this Summit soda. Notice that our encumbrance did go down because we got rid of that wood, so that helps. Once we drop the mountaineering rope, encumbrance won't really be an issue anymore. So, tell you what, we're 26 minutes into this episode. I will stop this one here while we wait for this snow to melt. And we're going to have to wait a good while for that bit of snow there. But once this is done, I will drink some water really quickly, and then we will head down, as I was saying, back down into the Quonset area and scavenge some of the more populated, well, not populated, but some of the more building-heavy areas of the zone to see if we can finally find some of that, sewing kit type stuff, or at least answer the question of whether or not sewing kits exist in Interloper, because now I'm seriously questioning myself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.